You're at the gas station, watching the numbers on the pump tick up faster than your heartbeat. Every time you fill up, it feels like you're pouring money down the drain. But what if I told you that a simple change in the way you drive, something most people never think about, could save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year? This isn't about buying a new car, installing some sketchy gadget, or using some miracle fuel additive. It's a real proven technique that truckers, race drivers, and fuel economy geeks have used for years. And once you learn it, you'll never drive the same way again. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do it. Let's face it, fuel prices are out of control between inflation, oil supply disruptions, and just general market chaos. What used to cost you $30.00 now costs $60.00 or even more. The average American spends over $3,000 a year on fuel. That's just for a regular driver. If you drive long commutes or have a bigger vehicle, it's even worse. And yet, most people just accept it. They think, that's just how it is. Gas is expensive. Deal with it. But what if I told you, you might be the problem? No, not in a bad way. But the way you drive, the way you accelerate, brake, and even the speed you cruise at, it all plays a massive role in how much fuel your car burns. And that brings us to something called hypermiling. Hypermiling isn't new, but barely anyone talks about it outside of fuel-saving forums and nerdy car subreddits. But the results? They're mind-blowing. Hypermiling is the practice of maximizing your car's fuel efficiency by changing how you drive, not what you drive. And this isn't some fringe tactic. Even the U.S. Department of Energy acknowledges that certain hypermiling techniques can improve your mileage by up to 30% or more. Let's break it down. Rule number 1, the golden rule, smooth is fast. The number 1 rule of hypermiling is simple: drive smoothly. Every time you slam the gas pedal to accelerate quickly or brake hard to stop suddenly, you're wasting energy and fuel. Here's why. Your car burns the most fuel when it's accelerating. Think of it like this. The engine has to work harder to push your car forward, especially from a stop. The faster you try to go, the harder it works. So the trick is, don't rush it. Instead, accelerate gently. Use about 50-70% of your pedal's power, and don't treat the road like a racetrack. Same thing with braking. Instead of waiting until the last second and jamming the brakes, look ahead. Coast when you see a red light or a stop sign coming up. Let your car naturally slow down. That coasting time, that's free travel. Your engine uses almost no fuel while coasting. Smooth equals efficient. Smooth equals money saved. Rule number 2, the secret power of coasting and timing lights. Want to level up? Start playing a little game with the traffic lights ahead. You see a red light? Instead of charging toward it and slamming the brakes, back off early. Let your car slow down naturally. If you time it right, the light may turn green before you even stop. That means no idling, no fuel waste, and no hard start. This is where experienced hypermilers thrive, by turning city traffic into a fuel-saving opportunity. Rule number 3, kill the engine, save the wallet. Did you know your car burns up to half a gallon of fuel per hour just idling? That might not sound like a lot, but over a year, just sitting in the car while waiting for someone, eating lunch, or leaving the engine running at a store adds up to hundreds of dollars in wasted fuel. And if you're going to be stopped for more than 30 seconds, turn it off. Modern engines are built to handle restarts. The old myth that starting your engine uses more fuel than idling? It's exactly that, a myth. Rule number 4, speed is your enemy. Let's talk highway driving. This might be controversial, but driving fast is not only dangerous, it's also brutally inefficient. Every car has a sweet spot, a speed where it's most fuel efficient. For most vehicles, that's between 45 to 60 OMH. Go over that and fuel economy starts dropping off hard. Here's the kicker. Driving at 80 mph instead of 60 mph can reduce your fuel efficiency by 25% or more. That means if you're getting 30 miles per gallon at 60 mph, you might be getting only 22 or 23 at 80 mph. That's a huge difference over time. Slowing down just a little on the highway can literally save you hundreds of dollars per year. Think about it. Every time you ease off that gas pedal, you're basically putting money back into your pocket. Rule number 5, tire pressure, the underrated money leak. Let's step out of the car for a second. When was the last time you checked your tire pressure? Driving on underinflated tires can destroy your fuel economy. Low tire pressure increases rolling resistance. That's a fancy way of saying your car has to work harder to move forward. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, keeping your tires properly inflated can improve mileage by up to 3%. That doesn't sound like a lot until you realize that 3% of $3,000.00 is $90.00 every year for free. So check your tires once a month. It takes 5 minutes. Keep them at the manufacturer's recommended PSI. It's usually listed inside the driver's door. Rule number 6, empty the junk in your trunk. You ever open someone's trunk and it's like a garage sale exploded in there? All that extra weight, sports gear, old tools, bags of who knows what, it's killing your mileage. Every 100 pounds of extra weight can reduce your fuel efficiency by 1-2%. That's more money down the drain for no reason. Same thing with roof racks. They might look cool or be useful once in a while, but the aerodynamic drag they cause, especially at highway speeds, can seriously hurt your fuel economy. Take them off when you're not using them. Your wallet will thank you. Rule number 7, use tech to your advantage. If your car has a fuel economy gauge, use it. It's like a mini game. Try to keep the number as high as possible. You'll start noticing which driving habits help and which ones hurt. Some cars even show real-time MPG. That's a goldmine of feedback. If your car doesn't have this, there are cheap Bluetooth dongles like the OBDL reader you can plug in and use apps like Torque or Fuelio. They show your fuel economy, engine performance, and more in real time. You don't need to be a mechanic. Just paying attention to what makes the numbers go up or down teaches you everything you need. Rule number 8, use cruise control but know when not to. Cruise control can be your best friend if you use it right. On flat highways, it keeps your speed consistent, which is key to fuel savings. No more accidental creeping up to 80 mph or constantly speeding up and slowing down, both of which waste gas. But here's where people mess it up. Cruise control doesn't work well on hills. If you're using it on a hilly road, your car will floor the gas to maintain the exact speed uphill, which burns a ton of fuel. In those situations, it's better to drive manually and let your speed drop a little on the incline than regain it on the downhill. That's a technique hypermilers call driving with load. Instead of fighting gravity, you flow with it. Use cruise control on flat highways, turn it off in the hills. Rule number 9, plan your routes strategically. This sounds simple, but it's something most people don't think about. The shortest route isn't always the most fuel efficient. Driving 5 miles through stop-and-go traffic might use more fuel than going 7 miles on a smooth-flowing highway. Apps like Waze and Google Maps can help here. They don't just show you the fastest route, they show real-time traffic conditions. Less idling equals less fuel wasted. And if you can combine errands into one trip instead of several short ones throughout the day, that's another win. Cold engines are less efficient, so once your car is warmed up, do all your tasks in one loop instead of restarting the car multiple times. Rule number 10, avoid aggressive drivers, and don't be one. You know the type. Constant lane changers, tailgaters, people who slam the gas and brake like they're in a video game. Here's something most people don't realize. You'll often catch up to them at the next light. All that aggressive driving, it burns fuel fast. And guess what? Driving behind them can ruin your efficiency too, because they force you to brake and accelerate more than necessary. If someone's weaving through traffic or pushing you to speed up, just let them go. Stay in your rhythm. You'll end up at the same red light anyway, with more fuel in your tank. Rule number 11, fuel quality matters, but premium isn't always better. Here's a little secret the gas companies don't want you to know. Unless your car specifically requires premium fuel, paying extra for it does nothing for your engine or your fuel economy. Most modern engines are designed to run perfectly on regular, unleaded. Using premium in a car that doesn't need it is just wasting money. That said, always buy from trusted gas stations. Top-tier fuel brands like Shell, Chevron, and Exxon include better detergent additives that help keep your engine cleaner, which can, over time, improve fuel efficiency slightly and maintain performance. But again, regular fuel from a quality station is usually all you need. Does this actually work? Let's do the math. Let's say your car gets 25 miles per gallon, and you drive 15,000 miles a year. At $4.00 per gallon, you're spending $2,400.00 a year on fuel. Now, let's say you adopt just some of these hyper-miling techniques, smoother driving, coasting, better tire pressure, and you improve your mileage by 20%. That means you're now getting 30 mpg instead of 25. Over 15,000 miles, you're using 500 fewer gallons. At $4.00 per gallon, that's $800, 0 cents saved. Every single year, do that for 5 years, you just saved $4,000, 0 cents, all by changing the way you drive. Here's the truth. You don't need a new car to save money on fuel. You don't need to spend hundreds on fancy additives or questionable devices. You just need to drive smarter. Hypermiland isn't about going slow. It's about driving intentionally, with awareness, with smoothness, and with efficiency in mind. The best part? You don't have to change your whole life. Just try 1 or 2 of these tips next time you're behind the wheel. Watch your fuel gauge, track your MPG. You'll start seeing results in days. And once you see those results, once you realize you're saving $10, 0 cents, $20, 0 cents, $30, 0 cents every time you fill up, you'll never go back. So the next time you pull up to the pump and see those prices flashing, smile, because you know the trick they don't. And that's how you cut your fuel costs. Not by chance, but by choice. If you learned something today, hit that like button. It helps way more than you think. And drop a comment below. What's your favorite fuel-saving tip? I'll be going through and replying to as many as I can. And if you want more money-saving tricks like this, hit subscribe. We've got some crazy good ones coming up. Drive smart, save money. See you next time.